and welcome to the Football Bubble, guys. Episode 2 of the brand new season. The Premier League season has not yet started, but yes, there is Nations League fixtures. We won't talk about that. We actually did once, and we hyped it up a lot, and we were kind of disappointed with it.
Yeah. Nations League was as you know, we are both a little bit Italian, so we're a bit disappointed with his result. And there were two things I'm going to say.
To Bosnia.
Two things I have to say. Very stupid to not play a man who just scored 36 goals. And very stupid to play a man who's 36 years old and centre-back instead of young Romagnoli, who's really good.
Okay, now let's go to your club, which wasn't there last time. Let's set up with a bang. I'm going to ask you a question about Liverpool. If Liverpool did not win the league, would it be a disappointment?
It depends how it goes about. If Man City get Messi, even though it seems unlikely right now, if they somehow manage to get...
stay one more season and then they're not...
Yeah. If they get Messi, maybe get Koulibaly, if the injuries aren't so good. If Liverpool still managed to get over 90 points, it wouldn't. If we got less than 90 points, it would be a very big disappointment, I feel. If we didn't win the title, obviously you'd feel disappointed after you win it. But you should not have the expectations. Because then there's a point where obviously
we won the league by 18 points.
Yes, I know, but they got Laporte injured. But obviously, I think Laporte will probably be injured again, considering it's Laporte. And if Laporte isn't injured, it's gonna be De Bruyne who's injured. If it's not De Bruyne, it's gonna be Aguero. If it's not Aguero, it's gonna be some other guy. So it does appear to me as if yes, it'll be disappointing. Depends on how many points we get. If it's like 18 to 19, then no, it's not a disappointment because we dropped like 2 points.
If Liverpool don't make the Champions League quarterfinals, would that be another Champions League disappointment?
Again, depends on the team. If we're going to play the winners, the team who win it, Bayern, again, if we lose to like Lyon, then yeah.
Does Lyon do even better?
Yeah, but it's hard for me to see. We should still be beating those kind of French teams, you know what I mean? Because their level, they're not used to playing clubs like Liverpool. And yeah, so I'd say I don't know, next time quarterfinals would be okay. I prefer semi-finals. I do think Klopp's had a little bit of an off-season this year in the Champions League. I think we were a little bit unlucky for the second leg, the fact that we had Adrian, but there was a couple of things unlucky. Obviously, they deserve to win, but we were a bit unlucky. I think Klopp is the master of the European football, and he will go on and do well. He is the true master. He does quite well in that.
Okay, now let's continue.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you questions. Do you think Lampard should get sacked? No, I'm just going to say the if now. If Chelsea don't get 70 to 75 points, or don't at least make the difference between them and the champions 20, so they don't cut it by... So if the difference is more than 20 points, should he get sacked? And he gets less than 75?
Well, let's say we get 77 points, but the league champions get like 98. Is that linear?
No. But if if the league champion get 95 and you guys get 73, then yes.
Yeah. I believe we're gonna get in the 70s. I believe we will. We're winning a great team. Kai Havertz joined the club. Today or yesterday there was today.
I think the late 70s is probably going to get mid 70s, late 70s. Really early 70s would be a bit of a disappointment, I feel, because
it's not a big increase. But if he increased by 7 points, that's not terrible.
Yeah, but I know, but 7 points. What? That's you guys have signed 4 players already. You're looking to sign another.
We've signed more than 4 players.
So you signed 5 players currently, right? Haven't you?
Ziyech, Werner.
Oh yeah, so 6. You signed 6. And you're probably going to sign Edward Mendy also. Yeah. So you can't just be increasing your point for every player you sign. It's not good. That's not good.
No.
With the next few years looking like the next half decade, the next 5 years looking like it's sort of Liverpool Man City domination. How will Chelsea fit into that? And actually also how will Man U fit into that? You know?
I believe this domination isn't going to be as long. I think it's already happened for 2 years. Give it, I think, another 2-3 years probably.
I think until for the next half decade though, for sure. For the next half decade.
I thought I would say another 3 years.
Yeah, so it's another
2-3 years. Yeah.
Yes, obviously it depends. I do think City and Liverpool will still be involved in the mix, but there'll be a thing where Man U will suddenly have to push forward in the next few years because Man U just have such a huge fan base, and Chelsea also because eventually Abramovich is just gonna get angry because he needs also the money, the trophy money, you know.
So now, a question from the public. We're going to Vanilla guys asked us 3 realistic chances to fix Arsenal. This is a quick fire. But in Party for 40 million, Coutinho on a loan, and Serge Reguilon for 27 million.
I agree with you. Reguilon will be great in left back. Coutinho, I think, is better than Ceballos. So if you don't get him in Ceballos, but if you don't get Ceballos, you always have Coutinho there. He's more than a number 10 than Ceballos ever was. Partey would be a great signing, but I wouldn't spend 60 million on Partey.
Arsenal now 40,
yeah. 40, 45.
Okay, now, Bob has asked us, is Rodrigo a good signing for Leeds, considering he had a bad season?
And he only scored 8 goals and there was actually 4. Bob, just want to correct you there, Bob.
Yeah, I think guys, Valencia were like just a mess last season. He can't score if people aren't giving him good chances as well.
It's also can I just say that? It's also not his fault. Because look, okay, he had a goal contribution every 172 minutes. In 18 to 19, it was 81 minutes. Obviously, he's past his best, which were 2 seasons ago, probably. I think with the fact that Bielsa's football, in the end, I think it's going to be. So look, it's going to be a goal contribution every 2 matches. I think he'll probably have 15 goal contributions, probably 8 goals, 7 assists, something like that. Maybe even more. You know, that'll be a very good season.
I think he's getting out 7 to 12 goals. That's what they want. They're not asking him to be a 20-goal striker. That's
and
not
also,
what
they also
need
need a fit in Bamford. I think you should have gone in for maybe someone more
like a
number 9. Maybe Cavani would have been a better choice.
But I don't think would Cavani want to Leeds.
Yes, I think he could have because if they offered him the wages. You know, I think he could have. He could have genuinely joined.
Now, Graham Renegade has asked us, is Everton going to be in the Premier League in 10 years' time as clubs are progressing far above them?
You know, Guillermo Bellinghari, if this is your wish, I really wish it happens because Everton have been absolutely terrible in the last few years.
This is hard to predict, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's hard to predict. But I'm going to say something. Probably not in the next 10 years. But there will be a gradual decline. If in the next 2 seasons they don't get 7th or 8th, they're going to become fundamentally a mid-table team. Sort of 10th place, 11th, 12th.
Now now Graham Renegade has asked another question, which you're going to laugh at. Is Big Sam a great manager because he is the best at saving clubs from relegation with them? Limited great is a big word.
Yeah,
he's decent, no?
Great's a big word. I think he's a good manager.
Decent
but
manager.
his football's terrible. And you give him some actual goals and he's always failed.
Yeah.
Give him some actual target to reach Europa League, come 8th. He's always failed.
West Ham once.
Yeah, but he normally fails. 95%. He's not a manager who's going to be playing. The football's also disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. Now, Guillermo Bellinghari, another question that's last. Haaland, Sancho, Mbappe, and Kai Havertz. I've gone with first Mbappe. I just want to point out,
Obviously.
all amazing players.
Yeah. But I think Mbappe's in another league.
Yeah. Second, Sancho. Third, Erling Haaland. And fourth, Kai Havertz.
Completely agree with that. There's no doubt about it. Sancho, Haaland could come second. I think Sancho's been amazing. I think Havertz has a little bit of an issue that these 3 players are quite a bit ahead of them. I think maybe because they got Havertz can certainly become better, but I don't think none of these players will become better than Mbappe anytime soon.
Okay, now gaming. One thing you want from FIFA 21.
I don't ask for much because I think the FIFA 20 was a pretty good game. I think less focus on Volta. But the one thing I really want is that your values on FIFA career mode. The clubs always ask you to pay triple that or something. The values need to become more similar to what the club actually wants.
Yeah. I think that when you do negotiations and press conferences in career mode, you don't actually speak. They just let. I would actually like if just like in the journey you actually spoke. That would be kind of better.
Maybe reintroducing the journey would be a good idea.
I mean, I think the journey kind of ended, though, didn't it?
but re-adding a type of journey. You get
Yeah,
what I mean?
I kind of think like that. Now for the big debate, I can't even remember what we called it anymore. Premier League predictions. I'm just going to go with quick fire. First, Liverpool. Second, Manchester City. Third, Chelsea. Of course. Fourth, Manchester
Let's just stop
United.
there because we just done the top 4. I think I had the exact same top 4 as you. Liverpool they're not gonna run away with it, but I think Liverpool gonna win, and maybe more comfortable than 18 to 19 because City had made the signings Liverpool did that summer, and didn't make the signings in January. That made that much progress from. It's just not a season of. Man U could still come third, I think.
Now, what about?
Well, and Chelsea's also just a very good team. Chelsea could come closer, but the top 4 isn't changing.
What about 5th, 6th, and 7th? I put Tottenham, Arsenal, and Wolves. You have put.
I put Arsenal from Tottenham.
Right.
Because Arsenal have done great signings. I think they have a great coach in Arteta. After winning that piece of silverware, there's true optimism at the club. They won already a piece of silverware this season, Community Shield. I know it's a nothing trophy really, it's not much, but it still gives motivation to sort of. And also great signings, Gabriel. You have other signings, truly amazing. Tottenham, I think Mourinho needs to really win them a trophy because that's why they got Mourinho. They didn't get Mourinho.
I think he'll win about like a League Cup and one of this one next
I think it'll be Europa League. 7th, Wolves. Wolves are an amazing club. I know Leicester could be going in there, but Leicester.
I put them Leicester at 8th. You put them at
8th.
But 9th, Everton. 10th, Southampton.
Yes.
I've got Burnley and Sheffield United knocking on their door.
I'm exactly the same. 8th, Leicester. They might come 7th, maybe 6th. They're a very good side. But it's just the second half of the season, they've been 12th. They were the 12th best side. That's an issue.
So who do you put 9th and 10th?
Everton and Southampton. Everton, I think. I'll put Everton 9th, but that's because I believe Ancelotti will do a good job. I hope he doesn't. But Ancelotti's a great manager. He'll do a good job. James Rodriguez is a great signing. Southampton have just lost Højbjerg. That's not good.
Ings is going to be a year older.
And Burnley, Sheffield will have a little bit of second season syndrome.
They're going to come 12th in my opinion.
Losing Dean Henderson will be a big thing. And they could be they'll be mid-table. I don't think they'll have a relegation scrap. Burnley play the most ugly football in the world, but it keeps them up.
I put a Burnley in 11th. 13th, West Ham, newly promoted Leeds United in 14th. 15th, Newcastle. 16th, Crystal Palace. And 17th, Brighton and Hove Albion.
I have a very different list here. This is where I think we have the same bottom 3, but 13th, I have Leeds. Rodrigo, great signing, but the team's already great. Bielsa knows difficult situations. Great manager for Bilbao. He'll do a great job at Leeds. Doing a great job already. He's going to be the man. And you know what? Leeds, I really think Leeds fans are being a bit deluded on the internet, saying their club will come in the top half. They're not. They're going to be in a bit of a scrap. Maybe just about not, but they're going to be. It's not as if they're not. There's still a bit of a chance that they'll get relegated. It's unlikely, but there's still a small chance. 14th, I have Brighton. You put West Ham, right?
I put in West Ham.
You put Leeds, sorry, 14th.
So yeah, 14th I put Leeds. I put West Ham 13th.
Sorry about my coughing. I just have a little bit of a cough. Brighton, a very, very solid side. Neil Maupay will be doing even better. Lewis Dunk, you've got him tied down to that contract. Duffy's a great player.
Duffy's left. Duffy's gone.
Oh.
Duffy's gone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Went to Celtic on a 1-year deal, yeah. And the 1 year
It's fine. I still think Brighton will come 14th. 15th, I had West Ham.
Oh, Newcastle going quite close to the drop for you.
Yes. But West Ham is going to do West Ham and Newcastle, I think 15, 16. West Ham, there's no extra thing. Declan Rice doesn't even want to play for that club anymore. Mark Noble's getting older. Sabala is going to be terrible. He's just going to be sitting with us expensive wages. He's terrible. It's a terrible season. I really think Sabala should leave. He rejected an offer from another club, which was frankly very stupid. 16 Newcastle is a bad feeling at the club. You can't. Next season to stay up is going to involve more than just Joe Linton scoring 2 goals and Alan St. Maxine hitting 4. He's a great dribbler, but he needs to be able to finish. He's not going to be the next Wilfred Zaha, I hope. And 17th, I have Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace goes to the in my relegation zone.
Crystal Palace is 17th. Crystal Palace, they're not relegation. Sorry.
Well, I know, but in my relegation zone,
can I just talk a little bit about Crystal Palace? Palace. No, I don't. Even if they keep Zaha, not a very good team attackively. The dynamism is lacking. The flair, there is nothing there. It's not really gonna do anything. IU will do worse. 17th, Roy Hodgson's good. I think Roy Hodgson to be sacked that Christmas.
Who do we bring in? Big Sam.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking.
18th, I put in Aston Villa. They're gonna go down. Grealish can't save you twice. 19th, Fulham, and rock bottom. It's West Brom.
I do think
Albion.
Aston Villa could stay up and Crystal Palace could go down, but I have the same bottom three. Grealish, if Grealish improves, Aston Villa could stay up. But Fulham and West Brom, they're going down. Well, look, West Brom are going to come last. They're probably just going to come last. If they come 19th or 18th, you know what, frankly, if they manage to stay up, it will be a great season. But then no team here is next Sheffield United or Wolves. Even Leeds, which are a good team, they're not quite the level. They're the only team which could probably do it.
Okay, yeah, so that is it for the football bubble. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry I haven't done a few videos in the last few days. It's been 6 days before this video. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm going to be doing more videos. Chelsea talk probably going to come out, I think when the Premier League starts. Again, I'll do like a preview of the Brighton game. So yeah, bye-bye, guys. I'm now playing